Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 5-minute time limit, and it is for the Non-Wrestlers Championship. Introducing the challenger, now residing in Big City and weighing in tonight at 150 pounds, Cricket Green. Well, Cricket Green, fantastic win over SpongeBob SquarePants a couple of nights ago. Looked very, very impressive and very sharp in that match. His high-flying skills on full display. He faces an altogether different opponent. A champion with over a 200-pound weight advantage. Those high-flying skills, speed and agility are going to really going to come in handy for Cricket Green here, because he can't rely on power moves against his opponent tonight. Just before the champion makes his way to the ring, we've just got enough time for today's fact of the day. A slug has 4 noses. Another one of those coming up for you in the next video. Introducing his opponent, he hails from Quahog, Rhode Island, and weighs in tonight at 358 pounds, and he is the current reigning and defending non-wrestlers champion, Peter Griffin. Well, this is title defense number 7 for Peter Griffin, and thanks to a landmark ruling by the promotion, they've come up with a brand new rule regarding this belt. If anybody defends the non-wrestlers championship belt 10 times and is still the champion, they will have the option to forfeit that belt to cash it in order to receive a shot at the Past Gen Television Championship. And I'm sure that is in the back of Peter Griffin's mind, but he's got to focus on the task at hand at the moment. Cricket Green may be a much smaller opponent, but certainly a capable one. Maybe not the best way to start though here for Cricket Green, engaging in a lock-up with a big man and finding out the hard way that is not the way to fight Peter Griffin. Cricket Green needs to use his speed and agility. He needs to hit and run. He needs to get plenty of licks on Peter Griffin, but can't afford to take too many himself, with the size advantage being so great, as Peter Griffin now sending him for the ride off the rope. Big time power slam there by the non-wrestlers champion. And more, the more that Peter Griffin defends that belt successfully and keeps hold of it, the more confidence he builds as he hits Cricket Green there with another big power slam. And now Griffin sending Cricket Green into the corner, comes charging in, big shoulder thrust to the midsection. Griffin really exuding confidence at the moment, and it's understandable. Defeated many great opponents to keep hold of that belt, and he must be thinking that he's unbeatable. As Griffin now sends Cricket Green for the ride off the ropes. Nice side slam there by Griffin in the cover. He's finished a few men off with this move, but Cricket Green managing to get the shoulder up. Needs to do something here, needs to get away from Griffin, maybe duck under the rope and get away. Well, there was an opening there for Cricket Green, but making the wrong try, trying to lift the big man up, and he was never going to get Griffin off the ground, as Griffin now just knocking him down. A bit of a disappointing performance thus far from Cricket Green, as Griffin now retaining control in this match. Now using that enormous posterior as a weapon, as we see him do on so many occasions. Maybe going to go for the stink face. Cricket Green managing to get out of the way. A nice bulldog there by Green. Maybe the opening he's been waiting for. The question is, can he capitalise on it this time? Going to the top rope, but Griffin's going to get there first and just slamming him. And now Griffin with that big vicious splash. 150 pounder, under 350 pounds, and he's not going to get the shoulder up with all that weight. Peter Griffin, your winner and still champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and still the non-wrestlers champion, Peter Griffin. Well, it's a question we ask a lot, but certainly a relevant one. Can anybody take that non-wrestlers championship away from Peter Griffin? Only time will tell.